Alright, hello and welcome back to International Racing Series. We are live on Twitch, ready for Tier 2. Kuro in the chat, LWB, LB44, what's up? Ready for round 9, penultimate round of the season. And there's drops of rain coming down there. So I think everyone will be coming straight out onto track, trying to get a quick lap in before that rain comes down. I'm sure there was drops of rain there. I might say it wasn't backing out, but Shazam not here today. Championship leader. Could be a big turning point in the season here if Matty can take victory. But yeah, there's the rain. Header is high again. Yeah, I'm probably high. I'm at the point where Sunday I'm knackered. No, what do you mean, man? It is raining, yeah. But yeah, I'm high anyway, still. I noticed that, so you must be fucked if you can't notice that. Who's gonna grab pole though? DRL Naismith. Can he get 3 in a row? Who's gonna be the first person to the lap? It's gonna be Kuro. Got P4 in tier 1, so got some pace around here. Down into turn 1 we go. Straight away, a racing ball ahead of him, giving him a bit of a slipstream up the hill. That's going to help out nicely. A 16.3. Decent enough on the exit. Draining the battery. Down these long straights. We head down the hill. Looking good through here from Kuro so far. Track is already wet. This could be the fastest lap here. Not sure what sort of time we're looking at the moment. But into the final corner we come. It's going to be a 109.7. What's everyone else doing? 110.2 for Josh. Do you reckon Inters are actually quicker? Or who's that? DBK into the pits. IRS LB44, 111.5. Yeah, you go. 10.7. DRS disabled. So we could see some faster laps possibly from the Inters. We should do anyway, but a lot of people struggling. There's Mercedes off track there, Missouri. Yeah, Naismith. He's abandoned his lap. He's going to have to go into the pits. There's no point going again. Tyres are cooked. Onto the Inters we go. That 109.7 could be the fastest lap. Could be a very boring session. Helix. First person out there on the Inters. Could still put himself probably in the top 5 here. Or just outside it maybe. I don't know what sort of times on the Inters they'll do. That was a bit of a weird moment there between the Sauber and the Red Bull. Kuro quite lucky as I was out first. Yeah, sometimes that's the way it is though. So let's go on board with Helix. See how he gets on the Inters. I like 112 for my pace. Yeah, so he could probably get above Dave in P6 and Andy. If not, some decent qualifying positions there for Andy, Briconia, Kentrum. Even IRS will be 44 up there in P4. Top 3 you'd expect to be up there along with Matty, but Esports about 110s. Don't know what these boys like in the wet. Sector times at the moment 50.5 for the Red Bull. Into the final corner we come. Not looking too bad. 113.4 up to P7. So Kuro's definitely got pole position here. A few people down the bottom thought Naismith would have been expecting to battle for pole today, but that's not going to be the case. DBK, he's pretty decent in the wet. Let's see what he can do in the Alpine. Was that 50.5 for Helix, I think. About the same there. Just in front for TBK. So I'm matching the Red Bull at the moment. Trying to get to P7. Maybe with a better sector, could overtake Dave. In P6, here comes DBK down to the line. It's going to be a 113.3 P7. Let's see what Rafort can do. He was saying that he could do 103.5s in the dry. How about the wet? Who's his teammate? It's Mazur, just ahead of him. Not sure. He's on an outlap, possibly give his teammate a bit of a slipstream on the next straight. As Mazur has literally just drove into, I have no idea who that was, a Red Bull. Helix. And Mazur has got a 5-place grid penalty. That was the most bizarre incident there. Rafort with a bit of traffic ahead of him. That is Mario Bros. Slight oversteer moment for the Mercedes driver. But he's looking to jump ahead of Dave here, I think. He's on a better lap than DBK. Even though he's had a bit of traffic and a few incidents ahead of him. So 112.4. So he's up into the top 6. How's Kuro getting on? He was 2.7 down there in his best. So he's definitely got that pole position. Luck of the draw. Coming out first at the end of the pit lane for Williams. I think Matty's going to be improving. So what's Naismith doing? Running deep into turn 1, getting an invalidated lap. That's what he's doing. Still got time though to get a lap on the board. Try to get himself a decent grid place. Just reading the tier 1 chat. Pinko saying he's doing a 26.4. Sweating his arse off. Briconia. The 13.9 on those soft tyres. Rain doesn't look like it's stopping. 3 temps down on his best lap. Struggling with the throttle though. Up to the line we go. And it is 14.9, so just under a second down on his best. Mizor's on a 17.2. Naismith going again. Through turn 1 this time. 17.7 for sector 1. I believe he's on his new wheel now as well, so getting used to things with Naismith. Could see some good improvements for next season. What's the sector 2 checkpoint? It's a 50.5. Around P8, P9 at the moment for Naismith. Has a Mercedes who jumps out of the way. That is Mizor. Runs wide for Naismith. Luckily doesn't invalidate, but that's going to be one. The track is dry again though, so we could see some soft tyres. So Naismith might as well just jump back into the pits. Yeah, softs are going to come back out again. So Kuro's just come back out on track, but look at it. Oh, I've just gone on board with him. They're a bit dodgy there. Entry to the pits. Everyone's in the pits going to be putting a softs back on, so we will see some decent lap times here. It was a bit of a boring session up till now, so everyone except Naismith is in the pits. Last second decision. Yeah, I could tell. Everyone's not coming out on track though. Could give yourself 2 laps if you come out now, to be fair. Maybe, just about, if you put a bit of extra fuel in. But here we go then. Helix has just come back out on inters. Oh, he's going to have to get back into the pit straight away. Mizor has retired from the session for some reason. But here we go then, Kuro's 109.7 is about to be beaten by probably near enough everyone on the grid now. It's going to be interesting. The IRS is now enabled. Too early for dries, I think. Nah, I think it's perfect now. DRS has been enabled as well. They're definitely going to beat their laps. Right, look at the speed DBK is carrying through the corner there. What's going on? Who's got wing damage? Who's that? That Remy? Yeah, it is. Let's go on board with DBK then. Nud's left the session. Let me just send that invite quickly. Hopefully I get to the checkpoint before we see. Getting a nice slipstream here from the McLaren. 4 temps up already for DBK. Yes, off tyres. Draining the battery. Bit tentative through there. Turned in a bit too early there as well. A bit too close to the curb. 1.8 seconds up on his time. Mario Bros a 110.7. DBK a 110.0. Nearly taking pole position. Wild Jaeger, not sure what's happened to him. He's backed off his lap. Briconia still out there on the inters. What's he doing? Get out there on the softs. Wrong tyres, wrong tyres. Wild Jaeger with an validation. Gets it all wrong. Mario Bros looks like he's improving still. Without the IRS. Aston Martin. Currently P5. 1.3 seconds up still. Drained his battery through the first sector. Up to the line we go with Mario Bros. It's going to be a 108.8. Takes provisional pole, but that's going to change quite a bit. Here comes DBK. A 109.1. Will we see a surprise pole position? Kuro and Josh are about to start laps. They've got to keep their laps within the white lines. Never know. Andy Mack, P3. Helix, 7 tenths up into sector 1. Got Wild Jaeger just starting his last lap now. Remy as well. Naismith, who's down in P17. No time set for those guys. Good opportunity. With the track now dry. How's Helix getting on? Up to the sector 2 checkpoint we come. 3.9 seconds. I think this is the best lap so far we've seen. One more corner to go, keep it within the white lines. It's going to be 106.7 for Helix. I think we will see faster laps though. Kuro just starting his lap and he's invalidated. He's got another chance though. Wild Jaeger in the house. Runs wide, that's an invalidation, that's his qualifying over. Would have been pole position. Naismith, where's he? Up to the line he comes. 106.6 for Remy. 104.8 for Naismith. Changing every lap. Rafour at 104.5. Joshua in the Sauber. How's he getting on? 105.0 P3, his teammate Dave. P4, 106.4, IRS LB44. P4, 105.1. Kuro. Can he snatch it off Rafour? Yes he can. At 104.1, how about Matty? P2, 104.5. His teammate Helix, 106.7. Andy, currently P12. Moves up to P9. While Jaeger, he's done. So is Kentrum, and that is the end of qualifying. Great ending to qualifying there. With the track becoming dry. Everyone onto the softs and giving it their all. 104.1 is a pretty decent time there considering the conditions. I think if it was full on dry, we would have definitely seen lap times into the 103s, but good improvements there. Kuro managing to go just under 4 tenths clear of Matty. That's a good qualifying session for Matty there. Shazam ahead of him in the championship, not racing today. Good start for him. Naismith dropped up to P4. Who we waiting for? Wild Jaeger. Not bad, not bad. There's the confirmation. Mizor going to be starting at the back. Just sent a message into Discord, told them when to ready up. I'll be back in 2 minutes. Right, drivers have been told to ready up. Kuro taking his first ever pole position in IRS will lead us away ahead of Matty, followed by Report. There's only one driver on the grid who's ever won a Tier 2 IRS race, and that is Matty. So the rest of the 16 drivers behind or in front will be wanting to take their first ever victory as the 5 red lights come on here at Spielberg, and we're away with Kuro with a decent start. Matty as well, top 3, top 4, all with decent starts there. Not sure what's going on with the Haas and the kick there, but they look to have sorted their positions out pretty clean between the top 7 here. Action going on in the background. Remy and Dave having a look at each other. There goes an Aston Martin up the inside, and that's going to be a collision between Remy and the Williams there of Andy Mack, still side by side. More action going on in the background. Got Helix trying to get past DBK, while Jaeger fending off from the McLaren. Briconia, who's up the inside and goes into the side of the Haas there. Bit of ghosting going on. Remy and Andy still going at it. Helix trying to go around the outside of DBK. What a move that is if he can make it stick, which he has done. Great opportunity for Helix. And he takes it. Kuro though, still out front after lap 1. Matty just behind. Refort putting a bit of pressure on the Red Bull here. 109.5, new fastest lap for Kuro. DRS will be enabled this time round. There goes Naismith, just caught that. Luckily, I think he's just saved it from getting damaged there. Rejoins onto the track. Full course safety car because Briconia, I believe that's the first time he's retired from an IRS race out at turn 1. Not sure what's happened, if he's done what Naismith just did or if there was a collision, but that sort of saves Naismith there a little bit as he rejoins the race in P13 just behind his teammate, as Briconia with the sad faces in the chat. Hopefully he comes over to Twitch and lets us know what happens. But will we see people into the pits? It's a good opportunity to do a one-stop now. Get into the pits for a fresh set of... If you picked hard tyre allocation, it's perfect opportunities to go onto the hards. And then pit around lap 18, 20 for another set of hards to do the one-stop. But there'll probably be another safety car. IRS 44, he's into the pits. Onto a set of hard tyres. He's possibly thinking about doing that. Naismith as well. Did he get wing damage? No, he didn't. That's just a fresh set of hards. He could be going for the one stop now as well. So for those drivers there pitting onto the hards, they really hope a safety car doesn't come. I mean, a lot of these drivers will still attempt to do a one stop, but I think the tyre will be too much for the tier 2 drivers and they end up being forced to do a 2-stop. But I don't know, if you've got the right tyre pressures and you've got the good tyre wear, that one stop for Naismith and IRS LB44 can now work. Should be a quick safety car. Everyone's not too far behind. It was a decent enough start as well there for tier 2. Is that the new livery for Williams? That's been... Kuro's got. Remy's into the pits. DBK's back into the pits. Second stop for him already, is that? No, it's not. It's first stop, sorry. Yeah. I thought he'd already boxed, but he's got wing damage from somewhere. And he's got a time penalty. Huh? Where did he get that? I did not pop up on my screen. Must have drove into the back of someone under the safety car then. There'll be another lap of the safety car then. DBK will be too fast to catch up this lap. And where's the IRS? Preconia, I can see you viewing what happened. Give the chat and myself some insights of what happened on that DNF. Back to that livery. Can't really have a good look at it. Can I see from the halo? Oh, there you go. Well, that's Andy's one. He ain't got the same one as Kuro. Not bad, not bad. Let's have a look at the position changes while we wait for DBK to catch up. Nud and Mizor up 6 positions. Naismith down 10, biggest loser there. IRS 44 as well, obviously boxing. Top 3 as they were. Good start for the 2 kick boys, Joshua and Dave. Alright, safety car will be in this lap and we will be back to racing. Let's see if Kuro can try a breakaway from Matty and Rafort. He's going to back the pack up early here. Austria, I think on a safety car restart, it's probably better to start as early as you can to try break away. So I think them last couple of corners, if you've got the pace, you can just duck into the distance on the straight if you get a good exit. See what Kuro does. Will you leave it till late or will you start early? He's gone early. Like I said, if he's good through here, he'll just make a couple of attempts on Matty, use enough IRS and try to break away. Which he's done there. Decent exit out the final corner, gained a 10th. Matty's going to push his ERS. 3-second warning. 3-second time penalty, sorry, for DBK. Down in P16 there. IRS LB44 trying to make a move on Mizor. Got the job done. Kentrim as well. Look, Kuro's broke that 1 second. He's pushing on this lap. Draining that battery. Could be good news for Kuro if he can push away here and let the guys behind fight. Still got a yellow flag on my screen for some reason. I think it's a bit glitched as Naismith gets past DPK. Mizor's dropped to the back for some reason. Was in a decent position, Nud as well. Both of them losing a lot of positions on the restart. Kuro with the 107.4, new fastest lap. 1.3 seconds ahead of Matty, who's being pressured here by Rafort more than anything. DRS now enabled. This is really good for Kuro. Joshua running deep in the background there. Can't afford to do that too many times. Doesn't want to lose the DRS to these guys. Kuro's been really sensible with his battery here. Used it at the right time. Dave has dropped off a little bit. Top 4 pushing away here. Helix on the soft tyres. Bit of a bold decision there. And he makes a mistake as we go on board with him. Manages to keep it out of the wall, but that's going to be him to the back of the pack. And he spins it as well. That's definitely going to be the back of the pack there. That could be his race over. Could be into the pits there. As Matty struggled a little bit there with turn 1. Thought got a much better exit. And here he comes. Up the inside of the Red Bull. He will get the DRS as well. Joshua looking to get a double overtake here. In the kick. Got a bit of ERS to burn as well. Could be up the inside of the Mercedes. Not quite close enough. Just a bit too far back to lunge. But Matty losing 2 positions on the straight there. Has got the hard tyres. So these guys will be a bit quicker at this stage. But I reckon in about a couple of laps time these tyres will be gone. And Matty will start to come back towards them. Still within the DRS though. Not too far behind. Oh, who's that? Andy Mack. Spun round. Naismith as well. What happened to him? He's down to P15. He must have had a moment. Back up to P14. He goes. But a few mistakes from a few drivers at the moment. IRS LB44 under pressure from Kentrim. DBK there as well. He's actually having a good recovery as DBK. Already P10. As Kentrim's lunging up the inside of IRS LB44, forced him off track. That was a bit naughty there from Kentrim. What can DBK do? Will he go for a move on the Ferrari? Thinks about it. Andy Mack and Naismith into the pits. Rejoin just ahead of Helix, who's also been to the pits. Side by side actually. Naismith and Helix. Bit of a lock up there, I think, from Naismith into the side. Meanwhile, up the top, Matty's just got past Joshua, who's dropped out of DRS. From Rafour, Kuro is now 3.4 seconds up the road. Absolutely flying away with this one is the Welshman. Meanwhile, Wild Jager has just been kicked from the game. Send him an invite quickly. I think Joshua's just about to make an overtake. No, he's not close enough. Matty got the DRS by the looks of it to Rafour. But they're dropping back quite a lot now. So those mediums must be gone. This is why Matty looks quicker. Kentrum also gave me my deadly push. Oh, so there was contact between Braconia and Kentrum for the reason he's out of the race. Unfortunately, Rafour has just picked up a 3-second time penalty. Mario Bros gaining a little bit here on Dave. Looking for a top 5 finish. I know we've got a long way in this race, anything could change, but looking good for Mario Bros at the moment. Matty looks a lot closer this time. Draining the battery as well. Doesn't want to be held up by the Mercedes. Runs a bit deep, both of them do. Off the track goes Rafour. Joshua's going to be through. All three of these drivers battling hard here, just costing themselves any chance of the race win. I think it's just a battle for the podium at the moment. Because this man here is 5.4 seconds up the road in the Williams. There's his gap. You can see the 3 cars in the background. Mario Bros now within the DRS of Dave. Oh, close enough for a move here. What about Mario Bros? Will he go for a lunge up the hill? No, he's not close enough. Oh, Jager is back in. Oh, TPK just about keeps it on the track there. 1 second I thought he was going to run into the back of Kentrum. Nud P12 at the moment, beating Mazur for P13. Got Naismith with a new fastest lap. And he's got Andy right behind him with the DRS. Oh, Rafour again running wide. So far only 3 drivers with the time penalty, not too bad. Mario Bros a lot closer this time. Wild Jager picking up a 3-second time penalty, so does Nud. Here comes Mario Bros up the inside of Dave. Had to lock his tyres up there. It's hard on the brakes. Couldn't quite get the job done. Second opportunity though. Not too close. Helix with a 3-second. IRS LB44 still defending from Kentrum. Ooh, Kentrum almost goes into the back of IRS LB44 there. As they try to catch up to the back of Wild Jager, who's in P7. Eight seconds now the gap. Kura's in a different league at the moment. Fought with a late breaking move up the inside. Just about gets it stop. Slight bit of contact with the tyres there. But here's Joshua taking advantage of that empty battery. Slight contact. Refort turning a bit too early there. That was a bit naughty from Refort. I think. While Jago catching up to this little battle here for the top 5. DBK still trying to get past Kentrum. Some good battles out there at the moment. And that 15 of this race. Joshua running a bit wide. That could have been a warning to him. Mario Bros is actually falling off a little bit here to Dave, and he's falling into the back of Wild Jager. He gets the move down up to P6. No DRS though on the exit. Just a bit too far behind. And he's still in DRS of Naismith here, along with Helix. All battling for the final points position. 14th and 15th. Kuro picking up a 3-second time penalty. That could be massive if there's a late safety car. So, for his sake, he's going to want to hope that 8.3 seconds gap he has now stays like that. And no one crashes out this race as we see Joshua and Rafort into the pits. Onto a set of hard tyres. Mizor now picking up a 3-second time penalty. Joshua stays ahead over Rafort. We've got Mario Bros as well into the pits. Looks like a rejoint just ahead of his teammate, possibly behind. Kentrum as well. Not up to P10. Kuro still going strong. Those tyres though starting to wear off a bit. I think we'll see him in at lap 20 and 16 laps for the mediums. While Jager, he had enough of his hards. Only 15 laps on those hard tyres and he's in. It was too quick there. Oh, but that was way too quick. Just about got away with it. DBK as well into the pits. Bit early for him. Only 13 laps on those hards. Probably should have done an extra couple laps. Has got wing damage though. Remy from P9 into the pits. Mario Bros just getting past his teammate. Oh, this is going on. Remy going to rejoin behind this little battle here. DBK just comes out ahead of him. Naismith, Helix and Andy. There's Remy in the background. 5 drivers yet to stop. Race leader Kuro being one of them. Matty and Dave. Nud's still out there to be fair, with Mazur going strong. Mazur just running a bit wide there off the track. Suffering with the tyre wear. On the limit there, went flying in. Who was that? Wild Jager going into the pits, you mean? Joshua now picking up a 3-second time penalty as he battles away with Rafort. Both of them draining their battery. Josh has got loads in his tank. But here comes Rafort up the inside. Joshua going to try respond now. with the same tactic. Should be able to ease back past him. There he goes. These two shouldn't be holding each other up. They should be trying to get an undercut on Matty and break away. They've both got penalties. Don't fight too hard and cost yourself a chance at a podium. Matty stayed out there long. Another lap for him and Kuro. IRS LB44 as well, up in P3 at the moment. Looks to be coming into the pits. No. IRS LB44's got past Dave actually. Missed that. And quickly approaching our Joshua and Fort. Ooh, big moment for Dave. Will he hold up his teammate though? Or will he try to let him through on a different strategy here? Early braking because of the tyre wear from Dave. Doesn't look to be using... He is using his battery. And Joshua up the inside. Nearly runs into the back of IRS LB44. Collision in the background as well. Joshua and Rafort just diving into the corners. Not realising the guys ahead have much older tyres or have to brake a lot earlier to try and get their exits good. There's just so much difference in the tyre wear that they're all over the back of them. Rafort gets through on Dave. Joshua should go through on the DRS. There he goes. IRS LB44 won't want to fight too hard. Just costing himself time as well. Gets a dose of DRS though. Around the outside he goes. I take my words back. Tries to get the exit as well. Unlucky there from IRS LB44 considering that he's on a 17 lap old hard tyres. Oh, look at Kuro's tyres. And Matty. I think we'll see them within the next 2 laps. Rafort getting the job done on IRS LB44, who looks to have run a bit wide there. Yellow flag, Naismith is out of the session, that is in the pits. So there'll be no safety car affecting the race. IRS LB44 and Dave finally into the pits. A set of mediums for IRS LB44. He's going to be quick towards the end here. And he's just been stopped for some reason. That's just cost him a couple seconds. So that's just lost him a position to TBK, I think. Yeah, it has. TBK has done the undercut on IRS LB44 and Dave. Mario Bros running up in P6. Kendrum's actually gained a couple of positions as well. Matty and Kuro are still out there. Rafort getting the job done. In turn 1, IRS LB44 picking up a 3-second time penalty. Only lap 22 of this race. We've seen a lot of action going on. Rafort and Josh are still going at it. Bit of locking of wheels there. Joshua not giving up. Side by side they go. Hard battling from the Sauber and the Mercedes here. I wanted to give up positions. Kuro's into the pits. Side by side we go into the tightest part of the track. And Rafort comes out on top of that one. Kuro has boxed. Onto a set of medium tyres he goes. Only 4 seconds behind Matty. Helix with another time penalty there as he tries to recover his race. Right, he's still got his trouble. He's going to have to pit. He's losing a lot of time here. He will be quicker towards the end of the race though. That is the plus side. But you've seen that his race rival has pit. Will rejoin, possibly behind Wild Jaeger here. Remy with a 3-second time penalty. Matty into the pits. 22 laps on those hard tyres. Fair play to him. Done well. He's going to have to do a lot of work now in these last 12 laps to get himself back into that P2. Rejoins behind Wild Jaeger. He's done well to get himself back into P4 here. Joshua trying to go for a move again. On Rafort. These two are giving it absolutely everything against each other. Kentrum's caught up to the back of Mario Bros here. Here he comes with the DRS and the IRS LB44 and DBK as well battling. Just behind this, IRS LB44 up the inside of DBK. Kuro with the new fastest lap of 105.4, absolutely flying up front. These two are just changing position every single lap. Rafort thought about it then. Bit of DRS chicken going on here from Rafort as DBK picks up another time penalty. Pushing each other a little bit there. I think it's getting a bit feisty between these two. Tension's rising. Kentrum's got the job done. Helix will be retiring from the session. That's a 10-second speeding in the pit lane penalty. Or he's just absolutely cooked his tyres and outbraked himself. About to be lapped, I think. Kuro's coming into the final corner. Kentrum up to P6. That's the best he's going to do at the moment. I think unless one of the guys ahead have a bit of a moment, but he's pushing on well. How many positions has he gained? 9 positions, and we just cursed him. Commentator's curse has just absolutely ruined Kentrum there. The yellow flags are out. He's just about got around, but Kentrum, who was having an absolute brilliant race, has just got a commentator's curse as we rode on board with him. Wing damage as well, down to P10. That would have been a great set of points for him as well. So unfortunate there. Only 10 laps to go as we cross the line with Kuro 12.1 seconds now. Haven't really been on board with him much because he's been so far ahead, which there's been a lot of action going on behind, but just navigating his way through the traffic here. Just got past Nud And I believe he's catching up to the back of Helix now as well. Well, Jaeger into the pits. So he's gone for a two-stop. He's going to rejoin in between DBK and IRS LB44. DBK might be able to get... Oh, DBK just about saves it. Got a bit too happy there, as both racing bulls are in, so that's going to really affect Remy here. He's going to lose probably a couple of positions to Helix and Nud as Kensham rejoins behind Helix. Remy's going to rejoin just ahead of Mazur and Andy, Andy's onto the back of the Mercedes. Let's see if he can get the job done up the straight with the DRS. Something a decent race for Andy, to be fair. I think he'll be a bit unhappy with how it's going at the moment. But let's see what he can do here. For some reason, he's going to AI. That's not AI, it's just ghosted because that is Joshua behind with Refort. Andy, let's buy the Sauber. Also, let's buy the Mercedes. Good racing etiquette there. A lot of people tend to just stick in the way and don't get out of the way because he's ghosted, but I appreciate Andy there. He knows the rules. He knows the racing etiquette. Now you can stick in the DRS of the Mercedes Refort and try and get that job done on Mazur. He uses a bit of a ERS. But I think he just dropped out of 1 second now. While Jago back onto the tail of Mario Bros, and he gets a 3 second as soon as we join on board with him. Job done though. Mario Bros, I think it's trying to go to the end here. Running out of drivers with time penalties. Everyone has got a time penalty in the moment. Only 4 drivers, sorry. Didn't see Andy down there. Without a time penalty. Right back onto the gearbox of Mazur. Just needs to use a bit more ERS. Yeah, it'd be good. There he goes, up the inside. Mazur trying to brake late. Good move from Andy. Starts to drain that battery, trying to break away. Who was that? Was that Refort and Joshua? Yeah, it was. Still going at it. He's still going to be battling right to the end. Joshua again. Straight back past. Keep an eye on Matty. 3.6 seconds behind. His tyres will be a lot nicer at the moment. That gap will come down every lap now towards the end. To be fair, doesn't look that confident though on those mediums. 6 lap old medium tyres. He's not really gaining that much over the guys ahead, which 3 seconds for the top 3. To be fair, Refort and Joshua could help each other here with the DRS, not fight, and just try to break away from Matty and keep their podiums. The field is quite spread out now. Andy with a mistake loses a position to Mazur. Kuro is now 17.6 seconds out in front. He's absolutely run away with this race. Kentrim picked up a 3 second. That leaves us 3 drivers without a time penalty. Mario Bros trying to get a top 5 finish here. At the moment he's doing it. Got to try to hold on to less than 6 seconds behind Wild Jaeger. Might be a bit hard to do though, considering those tyres on the Hash's car, only 4 lap old mediums. Who is Kuro now lapping? He's just lapped Kentrim and he's on to Helix in P10. Who's that off the track? That is Nud. Remy's going to get himself through up into P12. No one's really closing up on each other at the moment. Matty's taken about half a second on the previous lap. Not really closing in, but he's doing enough to get himself on the podium at the moment. Not enough to take P2 off Joshua. Well, just about enough to do Joshua now. Mario Bros lost a lot of time to our Jaeger. IRS LB44. How's he getting on? Is he gaining on Mario Bros? Not really. All DBK's into the bits. His tyres are absolutely gone. He's in a battle with Mario Bros and IRS LB44 for that top 5. Wild Jaeger's there as well, so that battle is going in the favour of Wild Jaeger at the moment. Let me just get the driver standards up. But yeah, IRS LB44 115, Wild Jaeger 112, Mario Bros 100, DBK 98. Trying to get himself into that top 5. Oh, Wild Jaeger. The big moment there. Luckily he saves it. 20 seconds now, the gap out front. I've got a little battle here. I think it's like Kuro just trying to get through the traffic on DBK there. Yeah, it is. He's on the old tyres though, so he's really struggling. The tyre wear, and these guys are just a lot quicker. DBK on brand new soft tyres. Could get a fastest lap here. Could have got a fastest lap as he spins into the pits. Keeps it from going into the pit lane, but I was just about to say he could have took the DRS of Kuro there and tried a fastest lap on those soft tyres. It's not really going to work out now. We are on the penultimate lap of the penultimate race of the season. Kuro made his debut last week in Tier 2 as a Williams driver. Where did he finish? I think it was P4. No, P5, sorry. So he finished P5 last week in Great Britain. And only on his second race is he about to be a Tier 2 race winner. Shazam, unfortunately not here today. Who's pretty much run every single race of the season, except for one, where Solar, the Eater, managed to get himself on the top step. This will be the third race winner of the season. Kentrim picking up a 3-second time penalty, but Kuro starts the final lap of this race. 36 of 36. He's absolutely smashed it today. Been very dominant. Outperformed everyone from the get-go. At first in qualifying we thought he was going to get a bit lucky just being the first driver out there, just timing it right. But then the rain started to stop towards the end. He got himself on pole from pure pace, and as soon as the lights went out on lap 1 he has not looked back, and he has just drove straight away from every single driver on this grid. Coming through the final sector for the final time is Kuro, 21.3 seconds ahead of Joshua. He's about to be a race winner here in Tier 2 as he comes through the final set of corners to exit onto the home straight to become a Tier 2 race winner, to take victory at Austria with an absolutely outstanding race. A very well deserved victory for the Welshman, taking maximum points. I think he actually got a Grand Slam. Let's just double check that. Did he get the fastest lap? Yes, he did. He got pole, fastest lap, race win. And I will give him driver of the day to have the whole set, because I think he deserved it a lot there. Matty crosses the line, gets up to P2. That's a big moment in the championship there for Matty. Jumps ahead of Shazam into the final race. Takes the advantage with the double points, which will be at Bahrain, so a massive result there for Matty. Joshua gets himself ahead of Rafort. Not sure what's happened on the last lap there, but Rafort's ended up 6 seconds behind Joshua. So there could have been some incident there, but yeah, podium there for Joshua. While Jacob P5, Mario Bros P6, great race for him. Nudd's just DNF'd. What's happened now? I think he's left too early, so I think it's put him down the bottom. We're waiting for Dave though, who's got a puncher. Just put it in AI. The AI will finish the race. But yeah, Dave is just been taken out there as well, as he's trying to get to the line here with a puncher for P8. He can't lose a position even if he retires, to be fair. Try not to spin it. Oh, drifting into the penultimate corner there is Dave. A lovely bit of entertainment for the final lap of the race here. Here he comes, crawling up the line with a rear left puncher and finishes P8. And that is the end of Tier 2 for today. Congratulations to Kuro. Well, lovely stuff from the Welshman there in the chat, as the AI just spun there into turn 1. Race winner, Kuro, fastest lap. Kuro, driver of the day goes to Kentrum. Most overtakes IRS LB44. The game gives Kuro driver of the day, but like we do here at IRS, the commentator always gives their driver of the day, which is the official driver of the day of the league. So congratulations to Kuro, who gets the Grand Slam. Managed the one-stop perfect, 20 seconds ahead of P2. Absolutely brilliant race from him. All credit to him. Only on the second race becomes a race winner in Tier 2. Good things to look forward to Kuro there. While Jake had a good race there. Yeah, he had a good race, to be fair. Good comeback. Along with Mario Bros as well. 11th to 6th. Kentrum was having a decent race. Yeah. How many people got a penalty? Is it Matty and Andy were the only drivers that didn't get a penalty? Oh, Mario as well. So 3 drivers there without time penalty. But yeah, GG's, no penalties from Mario. Yeah, good race from you, mate. Well done. Good points towards that top 5. It'd be my driver of the day. Yeah, definitely a couple of shots. But thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoy it. Watching back Definitely a lot of entertainment, a lot of overtakes. We'll be back on Tuesday for Tier 1. Final round of the season in Bahrain. It's going to be a double points. All the championships are still open. No one has won a championship so far as we head into the final round for all tiers. Drivers' Championship, Connor and Pink Eye separated by 4 points. Constructors, Alpine are leading the way, quite a way ahead of second place Red Bull, I think it is. So they're looking to finish up in the lead of that one and take the trophy. Combined Constructors still going. It's going to be Matty versus Shazam into the final round for double points. Tier 2 drivers, and then the Constructors. Who's it going to be? Is it McLaren versus Red Bull for Tier 2? To be fair, Ferrari and Kit can still win it due to the double points. So they're technically not out of it yet. So yeah, make sure you tune in next week. It's going to be an absolute epic ending to the season with all the championships being wrapped up. So yeah, catch you soon. Thank you all for watching, and peace out.